New Pokemon Snap. I just got off a live stream where I beat the game day one in one shot, and it turns out the datamine has already happened. So if you want answers as to everything inside this game, stay tuned through this video because we got the squad on it. We got Michael, we got Matt, we got Kurt, and I'm also bringing in PokeExperto to fill in any of the gaps. So we're going to dive into what this game has to offer. Also, if you want to check out my playthrough, you can find the description down below. Like with any new Pokemon game, I'm also going to go insane on the content and guides. So subscribe, like, notification bell. I'm tired, but I'm also excited to see what I missed in this game, so we can go and take a nice little dive in here. Full Pokemon Snap roster. Tell me in the comments if you want a video about this on its own, because I'm not going to go through and like individually go through all of these Pokemon and then give my thoughts on them. But yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon, and there's definitely a lot that I missed. We have legendary Pokemon. I believe Shaman, who you can see right here, was shown in one of the teasers from Japan, or like on the website or something. So a couple of legendary Pokemon like Celebi have been shown, Lugia, there's a few others, there's Ho-Oh chilling there. So if y'all see a Pokemon you're hyped for, it's like, oh man, maybe this game is worth getting just so I could take a million pictures of my favorite Pokemon. There we go. So yeah, here's the full Snap roster. Blank spaces are reserved Pokemon IDs with empty data. Could change in future update maybe. Expect the usual data mining tools released from Cafotics and I later today. So now we have all kinds of crazy things. A lot of cool profile icons. So yeah, as you progress through the game, you unlock things, you get profile icons, and there's a lot of them. Actually, I think if we just click on this, then we can actually see all of them just like that. So you get to express yourself. A lot of little bits of content inside this game. And then the big news, because that was one thing. I didn't think that new Pokemon Snap needed shinies, because that could get stupid. Imagine with an online cumulative, yeah, whatever that word is. Again, I'm super tired. I just got out of an 8-hour stream, and I was up most of the night because I was too excited to sleep. Imagine where you have like the cumulative score for the leaderboards, but a shiny is worth like 1,000 bonus points. So eventually, if you want to like overtake first place to second place, it's like in RuneScape or something with a high scores when a new skill comes out, or when someone's fighting for 200 million total experience, to where you actually have to find 20, 30, 40 shinies, and maybe a shiny is like a 1 in 100 chance. And then that's just how you like edge out the score. That would be stupid. But at the same time, be pretty cool if you got a rare chance or just a shiny Pokemon, or you get to farm for your favorite shiny Pokemon. So, no shinies, that's the big news right there. But that doesn't rule out a future update adding them in. Depends on the content. Missing IDs are always a weird one. Sometimes they mean future content is on the way, other times it could mean nothing, like we saw with Pokemon Quest, placeholders for all the numbers. I believe some other main series and even spin-off games, but maybe these were in at some point. I believe PokeExperto catches on to something like that. This one was talking about how we don't have Shroomish in the final game, but it was in the first trailer. So again, maybe Pokemon were removed for some reason, who knows. Also, like I said, PokeExperto filled in the gaps. 214 Pokemon in total. There's too much content inside this game because 4 pictures for each individual Pokemon. There's almost 1,000 photos to take inside that game with a score as high and over 5,000 points. 5 million high score of the dream. Whew. Again, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I'm also a bit overwhelmed. That's the word of the day, is overwhelmed. So we got new Pokemon Snap features gorgeous 4K art for the stages. And let me tell you, after playing these games, the stages, pretty wonderful. The entire experience, pretty good. This art, amazing. Oh man, we're in for something, aren't we? Actually, I think this stuff even applies to me. Like, you can just make that a desktop background if you really like the game or you really like the environment. Maybe even Photoshop in some of your favorite Pokemon. Just like paste them around. That would actually look pretty cool. But I can use this for thumbnails, so that works out pretty well for me. We got some really cool things going on. Something I really appreciate about Snap, the Pokemon got new high-res stylized textures, which look a lot better than the ones in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And I think it's worth knowing this is probably the same models for the most part, so it's not like super adjusted, not like, oh, Game Freak is lazy because of Pokemon Sword and Shield, but as you can see, texture makes a lot more difference when it comes to, or like can have a huge impact on just the model, and that should be basic game development that anyone that's played a video game should understand. That you put the right shading, extra texture, some extra details, you can make a low res model pop a lot more. But Pokemon Sword and Shield, a bigger game in a different way in its own right. It has competitive, it has a more in-depth story, you have to have multiple cities and towns, an entire Galar region, as well as every Pokemon in the game, or most Pokemon in the game. So more Pokemon, more stuff like that, file sizes, limitations. But as you can see, you know, we got different ideas here. Pokemon Sword and Shield, every main series Pokemon game, Pokemon Sword and Shield isn't an exception of laziness or anything. But when you look at it, it's like, yeah, they're just doing what represents Pokemon, get a nice simple Pokemon, but an artistic game, like new Pokemon Snap, potentially Pokemon Legends, that's made with graphics first. It's going to have that extra detail going in. Spoilers, but also, if you watch live stream, if you're in for the leaks, you don't care. I had a lot of hype, though, finding out, like, the new Pokemon, or, like, the boss Pokemon for every area. Xerneas, final boss. You watch live stream, you get to see the levels. If you watch my videos, I'm going to do a boss run video kind of idea. And then, new thing about Nintendo Switch hacking. It looks like they just kind of retweeted each other. We got some little bit of extra things. All the stamps you can attach to photos. So, that's all the stuff you can put on your pictures. Seems like a lot, but also doesn't, but also seems like, yeah. Imagine all the possibilities with all these little items on a picture that doesn't even need to be edited in the first place if it's taken really well. So, as we saw from the trailer showing off this feature, a lot of fun stuff. A lot of ways to get those fake internet points on the social media for new Pokemon Snap. It's pretty exciting. You get to unlock things, more pictures you take. I think it's going to be fun. That's going to have its own little nice element inside of it. We've already seen some of this. And yeah, we have the extra frames you can put into photos as well. Got some pretty cool ones. I like this. These ones make excellent meme material. I completely agree. Also, your boy is in the game. That was probably the coolest reveal that I had from it, and it happened kind of early on, so a lot of hype. But I like that frame. A lot of meme potential. So yeah, this game, it's going to have that longevity. It's going to have the fun and the extra things you can accomplish with it. Make your own Pokemon manga. That's kind of sick. And yeah, new Pokemon Snap stores all of your photos in your save data rather than the Nintendo Switch album to prevent nefarious use like importing custom images and posting them online. Game Freak, well, not Game Freak, but you know, the Pokemon Company is learning with the shenanigans that Nintendo Switch hacking can bring to the table. The game has a feature to expand your save file to store more photos. That's pretty nifty that the game can expand your save like that to make room for it. Also, just more beautiful art. It's just a wonderful, beautiful game. Cool stuff all around. Again, thumbnail material, background material, good stuff overall, and that seems to be it for the leaks. Again, the big thing is like, all right, no shinies so far. Room for upgrades, or not upgrades, for updates and things like that. Trying to think about, like, yeah, when you think about the other games, you know, just that's the thing. Animal Crossing, getting a lot of updates. Even Pokemon Sword and Shield had DLC, other Nintendo Switch games. Unfortunately, Pokemon Let's Go ended up not getting DLC, but maybe they're going to be putting a lot more into this. Like, it wouldn't take anything. Just import a new map and a couple of other Pokemon, and then a few other things on top of that. Maybe extra events. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with new Pokemon Snap. But as it stands right now, like I said, almost 1,000 pictures. There's a lot to do. And then you can just post online. Then you can just, even if you have like the perfect photo deck score, you can still take a cool picture and then meme it up a little bit and post that online as well. So we got that going on. And then, like I said, PokeXpert to fill the gaps. Mostly just the numbers. Because it doesn't look like they actually explicitly said how many in these posts. But yeah, PokeXpert is showing that. Also, the little bit of trivia. Here's the region map. Looks pretty sick. Pretty cool stuff. The whole thing about Shroomish. Some extra photos and figures. Pokemon Go, new Pokemon Snap. I think they're talking about it being available on the eShop in various regions. Once that translates. I believe they mean for Spain and Europe, because I think that lines up. Unless they did kind of an earlier release for the United States, but I doubt it. And then that's kind of it. So yeah, not an insane data mine, but it's also like not a new Pokemon game to where we're looking for the new Pokedex and all the crazy new things inside of that. It's Pokemon Snap, you know what to expect. The gameplay, it has its own like weirdness of depth and shallowness and replayability, because it's pretty surface level. Take pictures of Pokemon, but then you gotta take the perfect pictures of Pokemon times 1,000. So it's mostly you're just going to be discovering all those things. It looks like the data mine isn't revealing that, like how to unlock every Pokemon, how to take pictures of every legendary Pokemon. That's going to be something separate. That's going to be what the guides are about on my channel. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.